After just one lesson, I had to give up learning the guitar because I found my teacher too good-looking.
David Steve.
How old were you when you had these lessons?
30... something. I'd say it was 3 years ago.
It's well known you can't learn anything after the age of 27. That's it. Whatever you can do when you're 27, that's what you do. Forget anything else.
How is parenting going, Dave?
Was it a man or a woman, your teacher?
Which is funnier. It was a man.
And were you attracted to him, or you just found him objectively so good-looking that you thought this is intimidating?
I am recently married. This is a threat to me. My wife booked me some lessons as a gift. He came to my house. I felt he was too good-looking to exist in my house, and I simply never phoned him about the second lesson.
Paint a picture for us of this man, maybe using Lee as a base point.
I mean, if you can picture almost the opposite.
There's no need to go that far, John.
He arrived on a bicycle. That upset me. Sweating. Guitar on his back. He was Spanish. That upset me. Very ahead of my time there, Brexit-wise. This was before the vote. In fact, I actually organised the vote as a way of getting him out of the country. He said something like, Can I bring my bike into the house? I mean, I was all a quiver. Yeah. I think I said, you can bring whatever you like, Alberto.
Like a visual. I want a visual picture. I mean, what
colour were his eyes?
Have you ever seen a sunset?
Was your wife clearly thrilled to see him?
She was upstairs, luckily.
And why the guitar? Are you into guitar, or did she just want you to play guitar?
I want to learn the guitar.
You don't need to learn an instrument to be in a band, do you, Aston?
You can sell, like, 10 million records without playing a guitar, so you'll be fine.
Boom! What do you think? Is he telling the truth?
Oh.
What do you think?
Well, I did think it was the truth, because the little I know of you, you seem like you could be worried enough to feel that.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not sold.
So if you could move to true, that would really help me out.
For you, I'll move to true.
Oh,
Brilliant.
No, the pressure.
That means I don't have to think. True, yeah.
Saying true. John,
come on.
Truth or lie?
It is true. When I'm stressed, I often take a water-free bath.
Water-free baths, Lee and his team.
Do you get undressed?
No.
Do you just sit in the bath?
Well, I lie in the bath.
Oh, of course, because you want to get the imaginary water all over your body, don't you? Do you imagine there's water in the bath, or does your mind accept it's not there?
No, you know it's not there. I'm not an idiot.
I know it's not there.
You're a hovering dock? How long do you spend in this position?
It depends on how stressed I am. If I'm very stressed, I'll be in there a long time. If I'm only a little bit stressed, I'll pop in and I'll pop out again.
But what's the benefits? Well, I don't see what is stress-relieving.
Well, a bath is stress-relieving, isn't it? But then it's quite a faff, innit? Running the water, taking your clothes off, then you're wet. You can't go out when you're wet, so you've got to dry yourself. Then you've got to put your clothes back on. Well, if you just get in without all that faff, you get all the joy of a bath and none of the fuss.
You're from the north, I bet you've got just an imaginary flannel.
You said that like you're not from the north.
I'm not... If you say that, I've completely converted now.
Have you told your accent?
Are you always alone?
Sarah, do you mean in life or in the bath?
Whichever one he wants to answer.
You always should be in the bath alone. I think we'll all agree.
John, do you do any, like, bath-related things when you're in the non-bath, or do you just shut your eyes and lie there?
Sometimes I'll put my dressing gown on over me, or a big towel.
Over your clothes?
Over your clothes?
Over me. I'll get
in the
into
bath.
the bath.
Oh, in the bath.
Oh, right. Now suddenly got a bit more disturbing.
It's a cat.
It's stress relief, isn't it? I don't just sit there, like, in the bath, like, you know, I don't smoke. But...
You can have an imaginary cigarette if you're having an imaginary bath. It's fine.
So what are you thinking, Lee? Does this smack of the truth?
What do we think, David?
I think it's total nonsense.
Do you?
Yeah. Putting the thing over your head, I think it would add to the stress as opposed to relieving it. I'm going for a lie.
You're going for a lie?
I'm going for a lie.
Going for a lie in his bath, fully clothed.
Actually, come to think, a fart's not going to be half the fun in this non-bath, is it?
So we're going to say lie?
Lie.
My team say lie, so I have to go with them and say lie.
You're all saying it's a lie. OK. Yeah. John Richardson, were you just telling us the truth, or were you telling a lie?
It was, sadly, true.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Let's end the show there. We'll have a quick chat with John. We'll bring on Jeremy Kyle and we'll just end it there.
Please welcome this week's special guest, Kathy. Welcome, Kathy. So, John, what is Kathy to you?
This is Kathy, and we crashed into each other while we were both on our driving test.
Sarah, how do you know Kathy?
This is my friend Kathy. We fooled the newspapers into reporting that she'd been left under the spell of a hypnotist at a hen party.
And, Lee, what about you?
This is Kathy. She's the hotel receptionist that I had to phone from my room when I found a peacock in my hotel room.
So there we have it. John's pranged motorist, Sarah's newspaper prankster, or Lee's peacock remover. David, where would you like to start?
John, your
Hi.
Driving test, how did the crash happen? What manoeuvre were you attempting?
I was pulling out of a junction onto a carriageway, but then I saw a car, so I stopped, and she drove into the back of me.
Basically, two driving tests in convoy, as it were.
Yeah, well, you do the same route from the same driving school, don't you? When you go to get your exam.
Did you fail your test, John?
We both had to have our tests annulled because of the accident.
Annulled? That usually involves the Pope, doesn't it? When was this, John?
I just had to renew my licence, so 11 years ago.
11 years ago, OK. Kathy hasn't changed the number in 11 years.
She described it as weird, what had happened, and I remember thinking it wasn't weird. You hit me. So she said we should keep numbers, jokingly, and said, so that we don't get our test on the same day next time. Lol.
Yeah. Did people say lol 11 years ago?
Yeah, it was just coming in then.
Right.
Before we even knew you could write it down.
Yeah. Sarah, why did you... what's the story here? What?
The disinterested policeman.
I think you mean uninterested policeman. All good policemen are disinterested. Yes, good point. Not an amusing point. But grammatically an absolute belter.
Yeah. What's the difference between what does disinterested
Disinterested
mean?
means impartial. Uninterested means bored.
I think I know which one the audience are.
Sorry, please continue.
So, Sarah, you fooled the newspapers about a hypnotist at a hen party.
Fooled the newspapers into reporting that she had fallen under a spell put under by the hypnotist at the hen party.
And what was the nature of the spell? What did Kathy think she was?
Every now and again she would just burst into song as Madonna.
So how did you then fool the paper? Did you just phone them up?
Just phoned them up and told them, and...
They printed it.
They came out and did a photo shoot, the local paper.
Did it end up in any national paper?
Yeah, it ended up in most of the national papers.
Seriously?
Most?
Was Kathy photographed? Was she
in the paper looking Madonna-esque?
Yes, she was.
David, are you satisfied with your witness? Would you like to move on?
So what about Lee?
You found a peacock in your hotel bed.
Yes, I found a peacock in my hotel room. Yeah.
Did they have ornamental grounds?
They had some sort of ornamental grounds to a degree. They definitely had peacocks.
Did you hear the peacock?
I woke up in the morning. It was ground floor, and you know, like most blokes who sleep on their own hotels, it can get a bit whiffy. All right. So I opened the French doors that were in the room. I opened the French doors. So I go into the swimming pool, which is very near my room. I come back with the dressing gown on. I walk in, and there's a peacock in my room.
Yeah, did he do the thing with his tail?
He saw me, and he sort of went like that, and I think his tail went up a little bit, and then he sort of ran around a bit, and then he sort of got a bit flustered, and I tried to waft him out the door. Yeah. I was a bit panicking, because I know a peacock doesn't sound very threatening, but it's one of those things that, in your room, suddenly becomes terrifying.
So, now you've tried to waft the peacock out, and then you ring reception, yeah. Kathy answers.
Yes.
What do you say?
I said, this is a bit weird, but there's a peacock in my room. And she said, oh, yeah, they do that a lot, believe it or not. Right. And she came round. She sort of just literally sort of was more assertive than me.
She wafted it with a bit more gumption.
Stop saying waft. It was a bit more masculine than that. I said waft once, and you haven't let it go, have you?
She used the pillow, made a few noises, and the peacock went out.
The peacock went out, and then she even shut the doors for me. I was like, I could have done that.
It was a takeover bid by the peacocks to distract Kathy. When she got back to reception, 50 peacocks. Yeah. This is our hotel now.
I just think... I just think a receptionist would phone someone else, another member of staff, to deal with it.
It wasn't a big five-star hotel. It was a sort of... You know, I don't know what star it was, but it was a sort of... It was more casual, the hotel, than you're imagining.
No. Peacocks are in very posh places and very formal places.
Very rural places, generally.
No. It's not like... You don't farm peacocks.
Yes, you do. People do farm peacocks.
OK, yes. The English countryside is covered in massive flocks of peacocks.
No, but they do farm peacocks.
Peacock milk we endlessly drink. And laid back and basically hippie-ish than those hotels with peacocks milling around. In and out of the rooms, and the occasional panicky comedian won't join in, won't pal up with the peacock.
Say it, go on, I don't want to say it.
Tries to waft it out. And the only member of staff in the hotel has to come and make noises with the pillow.
Do you know what?
And apologise to the peacock later and say, we won't let him stay here again. He's all stuck up.
So, we need an answer. David's team. Is Kathy John's unfortunate learner driver, Sarah's hypnotised hoaxer, or Lee's receptionist to the rescue?
Well, you see, if we take Kathy, though, as the core of this whole thing...
Yeah.
I think Kathy looks too alternative and cool to work in a small, anonymous... hotel.
Do you know what I'd say to that, Frank? Have you ever noticed sometimes you're talking to the receptionist at a hotel and they seem one thing, and you see them in the local pub later that night, and they can be quite punky. Right, David, decision time. What are you going to say?
Bill, what do you think?
I would think that it could be the peacock rescue.
I can see her doing all the moves for Madonna. I can see her with 3 muscular black men behind her doing a synchronised dance.
So can she, by the look of it.
Well, I think it's Sarah's. I think it's a local paper scam.
The local, that's what you're going for?
Yeah.
OK. Kathy, would you please reveal your true identity?
Hi, I'm Kathy, and together, Sarah and I filled the local papers with our fake hypnotism story.
Wow. It was in the National Press, it went in the Star and the Express, but it was biggest news on the Shields Gazette, where it was front page news. There it is. Thank you very much, Kathy.
At home, if I need to remember to do something, I will put my slippers on the wrong feet and won't swap them back until I've done it.
David's team.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we can go straight to an answer.
So, John, was it the truth? Wait a minute.
So you put your slippers on the wrong feet to remind you that you've got something to do?
Yes.
As like a knot in the handkerchief?
Yes, I stopped carrying a handkerchief around the house in sort of the mid-19th century.
Yeah. I still carry a handkerchief. I won't get it out because, of course, it's encrusted with snot.
Hi, girls.
Do you not just use your phone and put an alarm on or something?
Go spot the generation gap here. Look.
I quite often set an alarm on my phone. I've got an alarm set on my phone now to remind me to put the bins out later.
Yeah, but that's kind of different to what Aston's doing. Yours is sort of an early onset tactic, isn't it?
I love the way you leant forward so happy then as well. I set an alarm on mine.
Let's go back to Mr. Cool with his shoes on the wrong feet. What sort of thing would you use it to remind yourself to do?
Well, we have moved house recently, so I very often
Remind yourself not to go back to the old house.
I'll be unpacking something and I'll think, oh, I'll put that picture up and I'll go up to get a hammer from the hammer room. And then on the way up, I'll see something else that needs doing. I'll think, oh, I'll put that washing away. And then by the time I'm putting the washing away, I've forgotten about the picture.
Paint a picture for the viewers who are wondering what sort of slippers you wear.
They're a sort of blue... They're a sort of corduroy slipper, David, you would like. I mean, they're almost sort of... They look the same. It's just... Sometimes I put them on the wrong way by accident. And I think, what have I got to do? And I think, oh, no, I've just put them on the wrong foot.
What are you thinking, David's team?
What do you think?
I would say it's true.
Yeah, I think it's a good
so
system.
It's so plausible, isn't it?
I'm going to adopt this. I'm thinking of swapping my shoes now to make sure I don't forget about the bins later.
So, John, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Possession.
Right, there's a box under your desk. John, would you bring the box up, please?
This is the emergency kit that I keep in my car at all times.
Okay.
Well, not at all times, obviously. It's here. Lie!
Next! John, will you take it out of the box and put it on the desk there?
What would have been brilliant then if he'd have took his car out?
There is...
Can we investigate it?
Yes,
A spotty mug.
I'd quite like to... I'll be very careful with it.
Are you going to bring it back?
Well, yeah.
I'll be careful. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, I've never given another man my box before.
OK.
I have, it's quite nice.
There's a mug, spotted mug.
Yeah, well spotted.
Yes, here's options, Belgian chocolate.
Bill, sorry, can you be careful with that? That's his mother's ashes.
Chocolatey ashes.
Here, a little bottle of...
Some red wine?
Can I just say, this is like the most boring version of the generation game.
Oh, the best ready, steady cook ever.
It's the sort of a post-nuclear deal or no deal.
Right, OK, so take us through why you've got these items.
Well, I'm on the road a lot, and I like food and alcohol. So I make sure I have some in case I have an unexpected overnight stay.
I love how seriously Bill and Frank are studying the product.
This has got a very curious marking on it. It's a circle and a pregnant woman and a line going across it. What's that got?
That suggests to me that they don't advise that pregnant women drink.
It's hardly hieroglyphics, Bill, is it?
I tell you what, if I found this in a car, I'd assume it was the flight recorder.
David, time to guess.
I think it's nonsense. So we happy to say it's nonsense?
You're all saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK. John, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is true. When I was a child, I was told to stop stalking a clown.
Why were you stalking a clown?
Because I liked him.
How old were you, John?
9.
What was the name of the clown?
Dozy David.
Dozy David?
He was opening a shopping centre where I grew up, and I saw what I believed was genuine magic.
What did he do?
He did card tricks, and he juggled, and he did jokes, made animals from balloons.
What was the nature of your stalking? Physically following him, or phoning him? Or...
It was on the phone.
How did you get his number?
Because I asked for his autograph and he gave me his card.
What, Dozy Dave?
I thought for a minute then you were going to say, he gave me your autograph and included his number at the bottom. So talk us through then what happens. You leave it a day or two, do you?
I left it a day or two because I didn't want to look...
Classy.
Give him a chance to get home in his car that keeps falling apart. So what did you do? Talk us through the first conversation.
Well, no, that's the thing. He never answered his phone. So I used to leave messages. Hey, David, it's John here from Lancaster. Just worrying if you're coming back and doing any shows, or...
OK.
Give us a ring, we'll see what happens. He never rang back, so I had to ring him again, didn't I?
Right. And how long did this go on for?
Well, a few weeks.
How many times in those few weeks did you ring him?
I would imagine it was something like every other day.
And was it the same messages, or was it getting steadily more menacing? Were you going...
Now listen here, Dozy Dave.
If you don't call me back...
I know where you live. I've got your address on the card.
I've got your number.
Yeah? I'll come round your house.
I know where you keep your balloons.
You don't call me. I'll get a bucket of confetti and I'll throw it right in your face and you'll think it's water.
And what's worse than that?
Just watching you.
Yeah, what's worse? I'm going to come round and mend your car.
Did this carry on long enough that the message in your voice was getting deeper and deeper with it?
Now listen here. This has been 23 years.
How'd you make a poodle out of a balloon?
How did it end then, John?
It ended very upsettingly when his wife or girlfriend answered the phone and said, David says, will you stop calling the house?
Oh, this is a heartbreaking story. Lee, what do you think? Could that tale of woe be true?
I think it fits his character profile. Sweet. I think it's probably true.
So, David?
I think it's true.
True?
For me,
okay,
yeah.
We'll say
you all think it's true. John, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling a truth.
Oh.